It's one of the most watched congressional races in the nation this midterm election. The 6th congressional district pits incumbent Republican Andy Barr.
Other people resist. We're getting results. The booming economy, the fact that we're making a difference in the fight against the opioid epidemic.
Versus Democrat Amy McGrath.
Look at the kinds of leaders that we have and think about the kinds of leaders you want to have.
The race attracting big names from the national level.
Andy Barr is a great congressman.
Amy is using all of her skill to level the playing field.
Voters headed to the polls today to choose between the red and the blue, as well as multiple local races, including a decision about who will lead the city of Lexington into the future as our next mayor. Join LEX 18 for the next hour as we give you up-to-the-minute results, live coverage from the campaign headquarters, as well as our experts breaking down what it means for you. LEX 18 Decision 2018 coverage starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nancy Cox.
And I'm Kevin Christopher. Thanks for joining us. We'll get you live updates on all of tonight's big races, and we start with the big one in District 6.
That's right. You saw the numbers behind us there just a second ago. We want to look at those now for you. But at this point, Amy McGrath has a sizable lead over Republican incumbent Andy Barr. And I believe that's 23% of the precincts reporting at this time.
57% for McGrath, 42% for Barr. And we are also, right off the top here, officially calling the race for Linda Gorton as Lexington mayor. Let's take a quick look at the numbers.
She has beaten former police chief Ronnie Bastin convincingly with 64% of the vote at this point over Bastin with 36%. We do have 44% of the precincts reporting, but because of the number of votes left or not left out there, we are calling this race for Mayor-elect Linda Gorton.
And LEX 18's Angie Bevan has been covering Gorton's campaign. She's live at the old courthouse downtown.
Well, good evening, Nancy and Kevin. Hard to hear in here. It is loud. There's a lot of excitement. Of course, LEX 18 declaring Linda Gorton the winner of Lexington Mayor's race. Hugs, dancing, a lot of celebration. I'm joined now by the new mayor, Linda Gorton. So congratulations, first and foremost.
Thank you so much. I'm really, really excited, and just, I'm so happy with it. We have a lot of friends here who have helped with this campaign, and they've worked their hearts out. So it's really, really wonderful.
All right, I don't think there's much more to say from here. Nancy and Kevin, back to you.
Yep, Linda Gorton has given many years to this city on the council, and now she will continue to serve as mayor. Ronnie Bastin, the city's former top cop, had hoped to ride that success into the mayor's office, but not this year. Hey, Kentucky's Matt Jones is here now to talk about that win. Linda Gorton won in the primary convincingly over the other candidates, and she was able to carry that through. Why do you think?
It was a very surprising win in the primary by the amount. There were 4 candidates. I think she probably at the time had spent the least amount of money and then won by a lot. I think she was able to hold that lead. I think she got a lot of the voters that voted for Teresa Isaac to move over with her. And then I think at the end, Jim Gray's endorsement probably helped. But I think she had a comfortable lead throughout. It was interesting. We hear all about politics, all of the animosity.
Thank you, Matt. We'll hear from Matt Jones again in a little bit.
LEX 18's Conroy DeLuce joins us live from Congressman Barr's election night headquarters here in Lexington with an update.
Well, good evening. Even though the opening numbers don't look promising for Congressman Barr, it is still very early on in the night, and the room here is still upbeat. Take a look around. The supporters are continuing to fill the room here at the Griffin Gate Marriott. Now, this is Andy. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Conroy. Now let's go to Amy McGrath, who's watching the results come in from EKU's campus.
LEX 18's Lee Searcy joins us live with McGrath supporters down in Richmond.
Well, lots of excitement here. In fact, just a few seconds ago, people were chanting, "Amy, Amy," over and over again. People were lined up before the doors. There you go. People are very happy. They're liking what they're seeing so far. We are told that the capacity here at the Center for the Arts on EKU's campus is around 1,000, and more people are expected Look at those signs. These people are liking what they are seeing. Kevin and Nancy, back to you.
All right, Lee, thanks so much. And by the numbers, we're still early in the going, it looks like McGrath has a pretty solid lead over Congressman Barr. And Matt Jones, let's bring Matt in here real quick because I want to ask you, this race took all the oxygen out of the political room in central Kentucky here this election cycle. What's the biggest driver in your mind?
Well, first of all, I want to say one thing. It's 56-42, but I think it's far from over.
I agree.
There are certain numbers that each campaign wanted to hit. In Fayette County, I believe the McGrath people wanted to win 59.5 to 60%, and they're hitting that. They did better, it looks like, in Franklin County.
Welcome back to LEX 18's Decision 2018 special. Let's get a fresh look at the results in the 6th District congressional race that's considered a bellwether for the rest of the night. First, those district-wide results. Amy McGrath in the lead, 56% to 42% over Andy Barr, but just 39% of the precincts reporting on a day when the voting lines were long.
We are also keeping a close eye tonight on a lot of the state house seats.
LEX 18's political analyst Bob Babbage joins us live from the Decision 2018 Election Center. Bob, what are you seeing this evening?
Kevin, we're watching a lot of races around the state. There are 100 in the House and 38 in the Senate. They're not all some tight ones, but not a big shift in the legislature as of yet.
As of yet, that is the case as we wait for more numbers in from Western Kentucky. Thank you to Bob Babbage.
Now we're going to head to a break, and here's another look at the latest numbers into the LEX 18 newsroom in the 6th District race.
Our election night special continues in just 2 minutes.
The country is still on that close race between Andy Barr and Amy McGrath, and that has a lot of people buzzing on social media. LEX 18's Kylan Mills joins us from our social media center with reaction to the results so far.
Yeah, Kevin, Nancy. Well, throughout the day, obviously, elections have been all the talk on social media. You can see trending on Twitter some of the different things, hashtag I voted, hashtag go vote. But now all of the talk is really surrounding this Barr-McGrath race. We've seen a lot of national correspondents, political analysts weighing in, telling everyone to keep a close eye on this race because we know it could mean a lot for what's to come later on tonight for either party. Now, we want to take you to a tweet from the New York Times. We've been seeing a lot from them this evening, encouraging people to keep a close eye on this race and also linking the live election results. Then over at Politico, they've tweeted out several times about the race today, saying that a McGrath win could signal a strong night ahead for Democrats. A Barr win would be a great sign for the GOP. Now, back here in Kentucky, a lot of folks are out at the election results parties for both candidates. You can see Amy McGrath, a nice crowd in Richmond, actually waiting outside of the door over at EKU's campus. People really excited to get inside there. Then back here in Lexington at the Marriott Griffin Gate is where a lot of supporters have been gathering, waiting for results to come in and to show their support for Andy Barr. Now, finally, regardless of your political party, this might be the best thing I've seen on social media today. You've got to laugh at this. Actor Steve Zahn out on the streets campaigning for Amy McGrath in full colonial garb. I don't know if I've seen anything like that before. Our own Matt Jones tweeted this photo of him. I'm almost speechless. Wow, good for you, Steve. You've got to have a lot of confidence to be a guy out there in that kind of outfit. Now, of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on this as the results come in this election eve. For now, from the Social Media Center, back to you in the studio.
Kylan?
Former police chief and public safety commissioner Ronnie Baston has served this city a long time, but he lost his bid for mayor, as we have called Linda Gorton the winner.
Let's take a live look at his message to supporters at the Lexington FOP Lodge.
Just a few minutes ago, I got off the phone with Linda Gorton to congratulate her on her victory. I'll do all I can to support her in her work as mayor. Though we didn't come out on top tonight, I'm so proud of the race that we did run. We worked hard. We put people first, and we kept our values first and foremost.
Ronnie Baston, former police chief, conceding tonight at about 7:25 this evening. Linda Gorton is Lexington's new mayor. Baston thanking his family and his supporters and saying he'll stand behind the new mayor because he loves the city of Lexington.
is down to 3,600 votes with 25% of the precincts reporting. I think things look good for Andy Barr.
It's going to be tight and growing tighter, certainly. Well, that does it for tonight's live update. NBC Nightly News, or NBC News, will continue its election night coverage in just a moment, and we'll have updates, of course, throughout the evening.